I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I just need to make sure I can see your face too. And it looks like I can see your face
There you go.
too. Let's
Hello.
see. I see Roscoe, and you can bring your screen through whenever you're ready, love. The floor is yours.
Sounds good. Thank you, Hadiatu. First off, thank you for coordinating that. Nice profile picture. Very nice. So, thank you for coordinating this entire movement that you guys are seeing right now, every hour on the hour. You guys are so fortunate and blessed to have leaders like Hadiatu in the company. You guys get to hear from her a little bit later. So we're not complete strangers, guys. While I share my screen with you, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself and just know, if you're here and you're on this call, maybe you don't even know exactly what you're about to see. I just truly thank whoever thought enough of you to, get you on this call tonight, whether you're a little bit clueless or not. 7 years ago, I was fortunate enough to see the information I'm about to share with you. And, at that time in my life, it wasn't, I can't tell you the best time in the world for me. The struggle was real, to be frank. I was living at my mom's house. I was about $300,000 in debt, former athlete, and I broke my foot a couple times. So, any reality of being a, professional basketball player or anything like that was, a long shot. So, I was a counselor and I had done that for the last 7.5 years, or I guess 8 years now, paying my way through college. And, I love doing it. It was rewarding. I worked in group homes with people with mental disabilities, TBIs, at-risk youth, battered women. And at the time when I saw this, again, I was living in my mom's because I lost my job and was struggling and had just had my first son. And a friend called me and said, if you don't drive 3 hours to Wisconsin and come see what I got to show you, it'll be the worst adult decision you've ever made. Well, that day I walked into a bookstore, saw him in a magazine titled Success, and I really didn't have many questions. I was just kind of thankful somebody who had some success was willing to reach back and call me. So the first part of what we do is, in my opinion, fairly common sense. Today, the world's largest invite-only lifestyle club, and with over 1 million members around the world, we've been changing lives for the last 12 years, guys. So if you're fortunate enough to have like the time to be on this line tonight, again, you'll get the first part. Most people do. The second portion is completely optional, but it's the option that changed our life. And I'm just going to jump right into it so we don't waste anybody's time tonight. Understand that the idea that you're looking at right now is called World Ventures, and for the last 12 years, they've been literally changing the globe in all 50 states, over 34 markets. That's one of our corporate offices, over 700 employees, and they help coordinate and help people like you and I take advantage of a product called Dream Trips. Today, again, the world's largest lifestyle membership, allowing 4 and 5 star vacations at 2 and 3 star prices around the globe to everyday people. Last year, 5,000 trips. This year, double that expected. And the company handled reservations and planning. So I'm not a travel agent. Don't really, to be honest, care if anybody is looking to travel or wants to. I was too broke to even thinking about taking vacations. But if the opportunity was there for me, I got excited about it. And this includes an entire family. So if you're married, this includes you and your spouse or significant other. If it's single, it's you and whoever you want to hang out with every other week and take a trip until you find the right one. Do what you do. But here's the reality of what the product offers. For $249, you're looking at a cruise right now that was 6 days, 5 nights. The little blue poker chip is 100 points. I'll show you how you can accumulate those here in a minute. But for $249, I'd never been on a cruise when I saw this, but I knew they weren't that price. And when I tried to figure out how they got it, they explained it to me. It's fairly simple. They leverage this membership just like people that you are, maybe yourself or people that do every single day with big buying stores, similar to Sam's Clubs or Costco's or whatever part of the world you're in, wherever you have those, where people buy large supplies of water and diapers and medicated ointments and wipes and ketchup. Right? And they buy them in bulk, so they're cheaper than when you go to the local grocery store and you do that. So we just took that concept off of groceries and diapers, applied it to something sexier. As you can see, we keep it invite only because when we're going to 4 diamond resorts, some of us didn't even know places like this existed. I thought this all stopped at 5 stars when it came to travel. But again, I'd never been anywhere. But 5 days and 4 nights at a 4 diamond resort means you're in a 1,400 square foot room. You get a catamaran tour, beach access. It's all inclusive. The 200 poker chips that you can just deduct from that price means for $459 for the first person. The second person, the adult that goes with you, goes for that original price. And you're both having a great time at a 4 diamond experience. So again, invite only. Dubai 728 take that 360 off and it's much less. You have the Fairmont, breakfast, dinners, again, water park and aquarium passes. So as you can see, this company is creating experiences. Now, for me, I'm from the south side of Chicago, but visiting another city, it's simple, just like something like New York is always something that I've always wanted to do, right? And I met a lot of people from New York City, they just want to go to Chicago. So everybody can't go to Dubai or across the water or wherever they want, wherever, you think. Some people just want to have an experience that makes them understand the value of what this membership is. So the company offers welcome trips. So if you're a new member in your first 90 days, for 249 bucks, subtract the $50 you see in the points there, and you're 200 bucks on a Broadway show, 4 days, 3 nights, then at the Park Meridian, which is where Oprah puts her guests. I don't care what part of the world you're in. Oprah is awesome. She's a big deal, and she has actually a lot to do with what we do here. So this portion of the company is near and dear to me. Again, I was a counselor for 7.5 years or 8 years now. Gosh, that time is flying. And when I realized that every portion of when anybody buys a World Ventures membership, a portion of it goes to this foundation to be able to help build bottle schools, to go on volunteerism trips. Today, we got over 100 schools to date built out of just simply trash stuffed into bottles of water, building eco bricks and taking the education level up in other countries to be able to build dream courts. There's actually, I've been a part of several of the dream courts here in the United States, and they're all over the globe. And I just love the foundational, the heart behind the company. So, if you're that type of person, you love giving back, you'll love this company. If you don't, maybe do a little soul searching. All right. So that's the basic part of what we do, believe it or not. Right. So, I saw this, again, over 7 years ago now, and that was all they had, and they did very well. Several years ago, the founder of our company said, what is better than giving people the ability to go on highly discounted vacations? What if people didn't have to pay for them at all? What if people could just earn their way onto these trips? And that's exactly what was created, right? So when you become a Dream Trips member, what happens is you get a Dream Trips cloud, just kind of like your iCloud, just a lot better, right? This cloud pays you back in points for everything that you already do every single day, like joining things, membership clubs, book clubs, gyms, whatever you join. When you join this membership, every dime that you spend to join is given back to you to experience the membership that you're just about purchasing. When you share this membership with your friends and your family, just like somebody thought enough to share it with you, again, invite only, you understand? Somebody thought enough to show you. They didn't have to show you. They could have just kept going to Jamaica without you, but they love you, right? So they shared it with you. And we get points just to be able to go on those experiences when you take your first experience. And then shopping and dining, which is most people's favorites, is how we've created just one of the best problems anybody could ever ask for. So just imagine everything that you already do, buying Christmas gifts, birthday presents for people that you love, and some that you don't really like very much at all, but you buy them, right? And you do that every single year. Well, now shopping at the same stores you already shop at, online on your own website, you're looking at the same stores, Macy's, Walmart, Target, GameStop. I mean, it's unbelievable. Everything that you can imagine is on there. Home Depot, right? And you're shopping on there and you're getting 20 to 50% back from all the things that you've been buying anyway in the form of points. And 1 point is $1 for you to take the chance to go on any vacation that you choose to go on, right? There's also the opportunity to just dine your way into vacation, and pick your food of choice, your restaurant of choice. There's thousands back there. And you just go eat at our partner vendors and get percentages, 20 to 50% back from all the things that you eat on all those trips, and that you can use all that money to take the chance to book one of the trips that you saw that I just showed you in the earlier slides. So that right there became amazing for a lot of people. A lot of people who didn't travel, had the membership, and just really didn't know how to get the money together to go to do it, earn their way on a vacation just by introducing this concept to their friends. And we had 30 to 50,000 members joining last year. This year there's well over that, almost double. So those points accumulate very quickly. And a company was trying to find a seamless way to be able to distribute those points to people seamlessly and instantaneously. Before this time and this company, people would just take a picture of whatever receipt they had just ate their meal at, and then take a picture of a QR code behind the bar that the vendor had, and then it would download in your app, which is a lot for a lot of people. So they were trying to figure out that problem. And when they did, they turned to technology and created what we introduced to the world as the first smart card. It's called the Fly Card, and it functions just like every credit card that you have. As a matter of fact, it will hold every credit card that you have. It's just a computer that functions just like a credit card. It just happens to be the most secure card on the planet. The card is waterproof. It has beacon technology, and you earn points as you swipe, just like you would earn points with any other card that you swipe. The difference is that you manage this card through your app, and you have the ability to just swipe through the card by entering your PIN code. The only that you have is password protected, and then you can pick which card you want, lock onto it, and use your your Starbucks card, your or Victoria's Secret card, your GameStop card, whatever you want to use, whatever loyalty card you have on there. Right. So that card, you can see, is a little bit bigger than people who just want to travel, or just a little bit bigger than people who like having the newest technology. Fortunately for us, it is the newest technology. And I don't know when last time you were the first person to introduce somebody to something for the first time, but this card has today changed everything about what the future will look like with people are using their credit cards. It will be the most secure card on the planet. It has no numbers to be swiped. There's no mag stripe on the back for people to rip your information off of. And just like the smartphones are in place today, and you have the ability to pull a computer out of your pocket and do every and anything right from your phone, this card is the only smart card on the planet. And I don't know if you know anybody else who doesn't have a smartphone today, but when the smart card hits this world, understand we are just how fortunate you will be to just have your hands on it right now. So this is what it looks like in its current beta mode. And now when we swipe that card, you can right in the app see how much you spent and how many points you accumulated from that card. Now, when it happens is, just like when iPhones came out, only AT&T users had the ability to have access to them. Just like when Facebook started, you had to be in college and have EDU on your email to have access to it. Well, today, Dream Trip members are the only people who have access to the Fly Card. And to have our Fly Card, you have to be one of the 3 members that you see on the screen. I showed you the basic membership first. It's $100 one time, $30 a month. I'm sure no one on the line is basic. Gives you access to all the trips. Where the real bank starts is with the gold, and it is our most popular membership. It's $200 one time and $55 monthly to maintain the membership. And platinum gives you the most bang for the buck. I'm a platinum member. There's hundreds of platinum members, or thousands of platinum members on the planet, as well as gold members. But platinum has everything that you see in the first 2 memberships and much, much more. You guys can read. I won't go through all that. But I will have you understand this. It doesn't matter. Pick whichever membership your current financial situation has you at. Most people look at this and platinum makes a lot of sense to them, because it does. It makes the most sense in the world. But when I saw it, my bank account told me to go gold, so that's what I did. And then I upgraded to that platinum membership later. But it doesn't matter which one you pick, because I told you earlier, every dime you spend is yours. So let's just go with the gold membership for the duration of the presentation. $200 is spent one time. It instantly is turned into the 200 points, the little blue circles, the little poker chips I referenced next to every price. And those 200 points you can use dollar for dollar to book yourself a vacation. Right? Actually, new as of to this month to the company, you can actually use those same points to be able to go into your back office in your mall and apply those points toward purchases of things that you were going to buy anyway. Those same gifts that we spoke about earlier, iPads, vacuums, wine, whatever you buy normally. Right? So those points are very valuable. They're dollar for dollar, your money. Every dime you spend is yours. The $55 a month accumulates on a monthly basis, and in 1 year after your start date, it is all given back to you. It's 660 points. Companies forced you to save to go somewhere you couldn't afford to go last year. So again, guys, when I saw this membership, I was several $100,000 in debt. I was too broke to think about going on a vacation, but I earned and saved and shared my way to be able to take dozens of vacations around the world. The blessing is, though, I was able to share the membership with my friends. Again, you get points for that. And those are the points that go with each membership level that you refer. But after referring 4 members to the company, as a thank you, waives the monthly fees that you would have been paying otherwise. So in 45 minutes of seeing what I just showed you, I called 4 people, and I did not pay a monthly bill. I've never seen a monthly fee from this company. I couldn't even tell you what it looks like. All right. So refer 4, pay no more is awesome if you're that type of person like I was. And if you're not and you want to pay your monthly bill, I've met someone who's been in for years, paid their monthly bill, but been on dozens of dream trips with the money that they get back every year. So that's the first part of what we do, guys. Understand that, again, that little blue sign every member gets. If you haven't seen it, I promise you, this will not be the last time that you see it. You're very fortunate to be seeing it this early. The trips have only gotten better and better. The membership's gotten better. The quality of the people have only gotten better in my 7 years. But I'm going to flip gears on you real quick and show you why there's such a passion for us to deliver this message, why people like Hadiatu take the lead and step up to make sure that all you guys have the ability to see this. There's hundreds of people on this line from around the world. And when I first saw this, guys, I almost missed this opportunity. And people ask me why I take this so seriously. It's because from this slide forward, the more the gentleman that I saw deliver this message spoke, the more ignorant I realized I was. And I don't know any of you on this line, maybe a few, but understand I don't have to tell a bunch of strangers around the world that I was ignorant, but you have to realize in life that people can only teach you as much as they know. And when I saw this slide right here, the guy who was showing me told me that travel is one of the largest industries on the planet. And in a room in front of 110 people in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, where I drove to see this, I stood up and I said, "That's insane. There's no way. It's a recession. People are broke around here." At this point in my life, I had never even seen a real palm tree. You can't tell me that the travel is the largest industry in the world. And the nicest he could tell me, he said, "Just because you're poor doesn't mean the rest of the world isn't." And today, if you don't know, there's more cruise lines being built than the ones that are in the water. Most major airports are ripping down space and houses and communities to build more airport space. Travel's doubling in size. That's no question. Internet-based businesses are the largest and fastest growing of the companies on the planet. So I'm not a genius, but when I saw this, I thought to myself, this is a trillion dollar conversation. No one had ever had a trillion-dollar conversation with me about my own personal finances. So I just kind of thank my lucky stars. I had a friend that remembered me from 8th grade and thought enough to pick up the phone and call me and share this idea with me. Wasn't on trial. I saw him in the magazine. I wasn't questioning that. And then he showed me there was a system for $100 one time and $20 a month that gave me access to him, all the other people who are already showing people how to do this, and I could plug right into it. Right. And I don't know if you've ever heard this phrase before, but people fail you, systems don't. That was a reality that I never had, the finances, the capital to buy into. There's businesses, Chick-fil-A's, McDonald's all around the world, usually over $1 million to buy into a franchise. I didn't have that, but I damn sure had $100 and $20 a month to be able to have access to things that I was already doing for free. This part right here, man, Mark Zuckerberg, today creator of Facebook, owns most social media avenues that we all, indulge in. And the crazy part is no one goes to Facebook to look at that face. People go on Facebook to see what restaurant you checked into, what airport you were checked into this weekend. We go to our restaurants, we go to all of the sporting events, we check in, we eat the food, take pictures of the meals, and let people know everywhere we are. That is free advertisement. How much do you get paid for that? Exactly. That's how much we all get paid for it. And I show people around the globe how to do this concept. And they always say, "I love it. This is an awesome concept. I want to enjoy it, but I don't know if I want to talk about it or sell it." And that's okay. It's not their fault or yours, nor was it mine, but that's why we're all broke. And that's why most people don't understand. He used our networks, took all of our information that we freely advertise, sold it to the companies that make the most sense. You see it on your own individual profile pages. It's all stuff that you like because you poked it one day, or you liked it or tagged somebody in it, and he's made billions of dollars, right? So we just found a system to be able to invite our friends to talk about something cool, to go on vacations. The number one thing people post about on social media is travel, and this is what we do. So on our averages in North America, every time 10 people see this concept, about 6 people say, "Hey, I want one." 4 people go, "Hey, you take the trips. Let me see how it works out." And then, they usually come back and join, us in the future. So out of the 6, 5 people usually start off gold. There's one person that always starts with the best and goes platinum. And on the averages, that's $500 that's deposited back into your bank account, right? And I'm not talking points. This is Chase, Bank of America, whatever bank you use around the globe. And understand, if you are like, the most, the average person that buys our membership starts gold. So that's about $255 purchase there. If you're going to buy the business, we're talking about $120 purchase there. So that's about $375. I don't care what school you went to or what continent you're on, $500 is more than $375. If you have the ability to do that, 6 friends have the ability to see how real this can be. And I did that in about my first 45 minutes. Right. So if you want to do that and stop, great. After 4, it's free. You pay no more. Enjoy your membership. If your friends want to talk about it and they just happen to build to 60 and you want to add a few more friends, well, up to $500 in residual income is available. And that's why I do this with the passion that I do. That's why I hope that I just touch someone with each message that we do every time we deliver this, because most people don't have a shot at getting residual income. And if they understood it, they do anything to get it. Residual income is just how Michael Jackson gets paid. Been gone over a decade. Baby Blanket and Little Princess are still happy campers. Even Bubbles the Monkey skips to the bank every time you hear Thriller. And it's crazy to me that no one has the ability to teach us how to get residual income, though all of our bills come residually. So when I saw this, I got excited about it. I helped 60 people join the team, and it goes anywhere from $250 up to $500 a month on a residual basis. At that point, at the level of director, that's 180 customers in your organization. It can go anywhere up to $2,000 a month. And I did that in about 10 months of seeing this. And, that type of money right there was life-changing for me. For some, it might not be worth quitting your job, but it definitely changes where you have dinner every Friday night. But the most important thing about this and anything else in life that's real, there's no guarantees. I show this to people all around the globe daily, and I mean daily. And I'm about to leave my house to go to do this again right now. Understand there's nothing guaranteed in life. Anybody tells you there's a guarantee or there's some guaranteed way or get rich quick, they're lying to you. Everything in life is about personal effort. I couldn't do what you do today, whoever you are on the line listening to my voice, and you probably couldn't just pick up a clicker or grab a computer and do what I do today. So before this, I spent 7 years trying to figure out how to help people who were had Asperger's, Down syndrome, or had a mental disability or TBI. For the last 7 years, I've been showing people how to create freedom this way, all troubled in one way or the other. But this, I've been able to put more smiles on more faces and give people real memories that I never even thought possible. So it's been an absolute blessing for people who are doing the representative portion with us. This is the income disclosure. It's completely transparent. I love everything about that. This company, everything you see on the column second to the right-hand side is the averages of what people will make at each rank as you go down this slide right here. And, you know, I'm here, I'm delivering this message for you today. I'm not the only person on the line. As you can see, there's hundreds around the line on here. We just wanted to take the time so you could hear from a couple of individuals that I personally had the time to meet in this concept that I didn't know at all before this. And because this concept literally has taken strangers to friends and friends to family, for the last 12 years around the globe. There's a few people I'm going to introduce to you guys so that you can just kind of hear the reality of how this is blessing people around the globe.
Nathan, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Cool deal. Go ahead and share your story, babe.
All right. 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sitting in the shop. My name is Nathan. I'm 30 years young. I saw this concept about 4.5 years ago. When I saw this, I was a school teacher, and all I really wanted to do was to travel. The membership made complete sense. The business I just did because I trusted the person that showed me. You fast forward now, 4 years later, I've been over 30 vacations with the company. I have paid for a BMW through the concept, and I still build this on a totally part-time basis. What this thing gave to me was options. I was actually able to take my grandma that was 70 years old off of Section 8 for the first time because of the additional stream of income that I'll be able to receive at the director level. But most importantly, I miss people like Roscoe and a complete stranger. We don't financially incentivize off each other, but we build this team together, and that's what it's all about, one big team. So you guys decide to go ahead and lock arms with us tonight. You're in business for yourself, but you definitely won't be by yourself. Thank you, World Ventures.
Thank you, Nate. Now we will have Alexis Cruz. Lex, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. So yeah, my name is Alexis Cruz. So I'm 39. I seen this concept about 3 years ago, and I was doing massage therapy full time. I had my wife, my 2 kids. I'm running my own massage business on the side, 2 basketball leagues. Like there was no time to do anything of what you guys just watched right now. But I realized real quick that I could have used that as an excuse for me not to do this, but I flipped it, made it the excuse for me to do it. And I am where I am today because of that simple decision. So, I mean, my first 3 weeks, I made my money back. Second month, I qualified for a car, lifestyle bonus, and I've been driving Civics and Mazdas all my life. So, I mean, I tell people all the time and they laugh because I can't sell nothing to nobody, but I could take a vacation like a champ and I could live the life that everybody deserves like a champ in front of them. So that's what started working for me in my business. So by the time my 3rd month came, senior rep, 4th month, hit director, and I was able to get my life back in just 4 months of the concept. So the time I didn't have, I got back in 4 months, and I've been driving, I've been just out there living it really good. So 23 vacations, 18 of them completely free through the concept, and just living life to the fullest now. And I thank World Ventures, I was able to get my life back completely. So walk the stage as a 100K earner. Thank you, World Ventures.
Thank you, Lex. I'll quickly share my story and then introduce the next person. Hey guys, my name is Hadiatu Dumboya, and I was introduced to this concept 5 years ago from somebody that I kind of knew. I was running my business. I do marketing and public relations for retired athletes. On top of that, I was getting ready to get married, and I was getting ready to donate my kidney to my brother. So a whole lot on my plate. Knew I wasn't going on trips for a minute. I needed something to kick me to live more life, though. And so I jumped into this, and first month was blessed enough to make my money back simply by inviting people to my living room that I'm sitting in today. Somebody else did the presentation. I saw that worked. However, my time was tight, put the business down, went and donated my kidney. And while I was in the hospital, the people that I invited out decided to keep sharing it. And because of that, I got paid in the hospital. First time I understood what leverage meant. Fast forward 2.5 years, got to a 6-figure income, 5 years and multiple 6 figures. Was able to retire my mom, got my mom a luxury vehicle, been on well over 70 trips. So I absolutely love World Ventures. Now we are going to move over to Darren Walker. Are you there, Darren? I don't know if Darren could hear us. Darren Walker, are you there? Cool deal. We'll close this out for us, Mr. Roscoe Taylor.
Absolutely. So every person that you heard, Darren, the guy you were about to hear, is just literally one of the closest friends that I have in the world right now. This concept, again, from strangers to friends, to family, and for myself, I was able to hit the level of international marketing director. And if you're average there, you can see the rank on that side. If you're above average, you can see that. You heard the stories of the people you just heard. Just understand, if you're on the line and for the first time you're hearing a bunch of people who are just kind of just extra passionate and just extra excited about life, that is the reality. It is just the case, and we are excited about helping anybody who's willing to participate in their own future with us. So here's the most important part in any business, and in ours, the most crucial. The day I saw this, two friends of ours that the gentleman shared with me, his name was Eric Grisbowski. He showed two high school friends of ours this same concept 2 days before he showed me. And I understand today your friend is showing you. And in life, you get one shot to be first. And I don't say that to push or prod anybody, but we're talking about $100 to just understand what is today. I don't know the last time anybody had, a multi-billion-dollar conversation with you. And I know it doesn't seem spectacular over Zoom with, a few excited people from around the globe, but we wouldn't be from around the globe. People wouldn't be up at 6 a.m. and your friend wouldn't be this excited if we weren't very serious about what I'm explaining to you right now. So if your friend invited you and they're giving you the opportunity to have the next available position in the organization, that means outside of wanting to go on a vacation with you, they saw a future with building something with you that was possible to be willable and sellable and transferable to you, your children, and your children's children. And some people get that and they're at that point in their head and they thought that would be a good decision to make and they lock a spot. And some people don't. But understand, if you are that person, you lock that spot, the next person your friend shows is Bob. That means that Bob and anybody that he would know and show that purchased a Dream Trips membership or a fly card, those individuals would just happen to fall into your organization and your network, and you would benefit financially as if you did that yourself. And again, I said, like, some people get that and some people don't. They have to think about it. There's not the timing for them. And again, you heard a few people say they were in the best place. I'll be completely honest with everybody on the line. I had to borrow the money from my mom to do this. And, she didn't have that money. We put on a credit card that we hoped would work out. And thank God it did. I had no problem paying that credit card back and several other bills from my mom for making that decision. But some people think about it, they wait. And if your friend shows Bob and Bob does exactly what we just talked about, hypothetically, shows his network, because that's what people who get excited about this do. If you take the trips, you really don't have a choice. They want to know how you started doing all the stuff you couldn't afford to do. And they ask, all right, just like Alexa said. So, and you come back from that and you just end up on Bob's team. Doesn't mean your friend's not there for you. Doesn't mean anything except for there's just an opportunity for you to be there in front of that instead of behind that. So do what you want with that information. But for me, when I looked at this right here, if I'm you and this is your first time, understand all the people who preceded me on this call, the young lady who you saw organized this, Hadiatu. These are all amazing individuals. The people on the left side of the screen right here are the people who laid the foundation, for what you see today. But the people on the right-hand side of the screen who will follow me are the people, they are astonishing. These are the people who will change the future of what you're looking at today, who are taking World Ventures 2.0 into the next ranks. As a matter of fact, I'm leaving 79-degree Florida, jumping on a plane at 7 a.m. to fly up to Connecticut to hang out with the two gentlemen that you see at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. that are following Jay Peso and Martin Rupp. Unbelievable individuals. Randy Webb, literally one of my closest friends. Wanda Webb, Travis just right here in Florida with me. All IMDs who are able to reach the top level of this company. No different than you if you're on this line for the first time. We were just fortunate enough to see this a little bit before you. And we were just all sick of making excuses, so we decided to make decisions. And we didn't have this available. I mean, you have whatever time, it's literally 7:29 right now. You have 30 minutes to be able to let your friends and family know, even if you kind of liked something you saw about this, understand whether you want to be Bob or not, that's up to you, but just understand if you have 30 minutes to be able to get somebody on and meet a guy like Jay Peso, former boxer, he worked at FedEx and has done what everyone you see on the screen has done at IMD, but he's done it at half the pace that most of the people at best, if not a quarter of the time, with passion, desire, and if you can get anybody to hear this message from him, I promise you, they wouldn't struggle to understand how real that it is. Martin Ruff, the same, changing lives around the globe. So you have this accessible to you guys. Don't miss that opportunity. Take advantage to be able to get somebody on the line 8, 9, 10, 11. And I promise you they're going out with a bang with Travis Just at 12 o'clock, right? This blitz is happening. There's success stories at the sizzle line. You can see that number at the bottom of the screen right there. Understand that this, we don't say, the sizzle to be able to hype or, get anybody, over, excited for no reason. Just hear the success stories from people who are at where you're at right now. The first at the beginning of the year made a New Year's resolution that they started with on the first, forgot about on the 7th, or were upset about themselves for the rest of the year about it. Don't do that. Listen to a few people on this line who made some decisions. We're not in the business of forcing people to make decisions, but we're in the business of showing people what it looks like when they can make some better decisions, right? So here's just another way that you can plug in different training events. This isn't nothing that you see right now as a hobby. Nobody on here is just kind of willy-nilly trying to figure out how to do this. This company has the system in place, as you can see. There's different avenues right here that you can go to be able to get all the information that you need to stay plugged in and learn everything it takes to invite your friends to see this information, from enrolling, getting people started and promoting people to event. If I could just give you one nugget about how to invite people to what you're seeing, just understand this. My friend didn't call me and say, hey, you want to ski the French Alps and maybe do some jet skiing and golf a little cheaper? Because that wasn't where I was at in my life. And you might have a friend that you think travels a little bit, so you want to call them and tell them how amazing these travel deals are. Well, that's great. But you're not a travel agent. They've been traveling for a long time. So that's just not your job to think that you know better than them all of a sudden. You might have somebody that you think is a business owner that would just have to get this opportunity. But you don't know that. You're not a psychic, so don't pretend to be one. If I could just give my best advice, call people and let them know you're excited about something you saw that's going to change the quality of how your future looks. And everyone that knows you personally will have no problem taking the time to spend 15, 20, 30 minutes on the line to see why their friend is just so excited about life and why their 2018 is going to be so much better than 2017. That would be my best advice to everybody on the line. And just understand, guys, wow, these slides are a little crooked. I'm going to apologize about that. That's 100% my fault. This isn't my expertise right there. But that right there of the Facebook group is also available. The next presenter will have these same slides up. So if you missed them on this presentation right here, because I had them a little off-centered, just get on to the next one, see another presentation from another flavor from the other East Coast, from the East Coast to the country. And you guys, I promise you, every single day will pass. Whatever you do, whatever decision that you make, just do one that you can be happy with in the future. Do one that you'll be happy looking in your kids' eyes when you have created memories around the globe. And just thank the person that invited you on here. Have a great night. God bless, and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Roscoe Taylor. You guys, as Roscoe told you, the next young man that is coming on is a big deal. So if you're looking at this and you love it, call your friend back. If you have any questions, ask them. But listen, this is what I know. I know that there's plenty of times that we walk into the store and we kind of have some questions, but when we see it, we like it, we buy it. You should do the exact same thing with opportunities in life. And so call your friend, get started, and then invite them out to the next person that's coming on, Mr. I Am DJ Peso. So from a professional boxer to somebody that was actually working, delivering packages, to now he's delivering blessings to many around the world. He's an international trainer with this company. And so get your friends and family members on here. You guys, we appreciate you for taking time out. We still have a couple more to go after this. I don't care where you are in the world today. You all can send out a text message to get your friends and family members. Roscoe, we so appreciate and we love you. You guys, we will see you on the beaches of the world. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.